All right, let's speak to Yevheniia Kravchuk, who is the deputy head of the Servant of the People's Party, which is President Zelensky's party. She joins us now from Kiev. Yevheniia, welcome to the show. Good to have you. Vladimir Zelensky said in his latest speech that he made on Krasnoyarskaya that Moscow might seek to mark the Independence Day celebration with something, quote, particularly nasty and particularly cruel. What is the mood in Kiev right now?
Well, right now in Kiev there is a second alarm. The red zone and rocket missile, possibility, and it's almost on the whole of Ukraine since the very morning. Our secret services say that the possibility of rocket attacks is 3 times bigger than in any other days, and we had some explosions already in the east, in Kharkiv, in Zaporizhia, closer to the south. So yes, we expect that Russians could use missiles to threaten civilians in different cities, but it will not change the mood of Ukrainians. And just today I was reading some news and propaganda from the 24th of February, when Russians were saying that all of the air defense system of Ukraine is destroyed, all the Bayraktars are destroyed, all of the aviation are destroyed, and here we are 6 months later, and destroyed Russian tanks are right now on the main street of Kiev, and that's the only parade of Russian military that could be happening in Kiev right now, just wreckage, rusty and burned. And that's the tanks that crossed our border since the 24th of February, and any other tanks will be as well burned.
Even before the Russian invasion, and this war, for Ukrainians, Independence Day was the most important holiday of the year. It symbolizes a lot: the birth of a state, freedom from Soviet rule. Talk to us about the meaning or the special meaning of this year's celebrations. You said that the invasion would not hamper the mood, and nothing's going to change.
Well, a lot of Ukrainians, especially historians, said that in 1991 we gained independence very easily, with no blood, with no fightings. But right now we are fighting to keep it. And actually, our history, it's very long. We had the state, 1,000 years ago with Rus, with Kiev Rus. But in different pages of our history, we had conflicts and wars with Russians. And also, Russians made Holodomor, the artificial famine in 30s, a lot of very bad things, and Ukrainians could not fight back because they did not have their own state. Right now it's very different, because on the 31st anniversary of independence we have a state, independent state. We have an army that we believe in, that we finance. We have political leadership. We have a president that is very straightforward and fighting on the diplomatic side of this war. So it's something very different than in other years of Ukrainians that faced. And I listened also the soldiers that are right now in the front, and all of them say that for us even death is not that bad than losing this independence. There is something more worse of it. And clearly we do not want to leave this war, to leave this conflict to our kids. So that's why we need to finish it right now. We need to win. And yes, we need to put a flag on every temporary occupied region, Crimea as well, because it all started with Crimea in 2014. The world did not react firm enough, strong enough. And now look how Russians are using Crimea. They use it as a springboard to occupy other territories, especially territories that are on the south of Ukraine.
Okay. Yevheniia Kravchuk, I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us here on the NewsHour.